Welcome back to my channel. Yes, today is the day before the 4th of July, and to many it is a holiday. It is a time of celebrating and getting with family and friends and spending time at the beach. Is the jump start to the summer. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, summer vacation. But anyway, I'm just going to not hold you too long. Sometimes I can get so long-winded and I talk. But I am not going to do that today. Well, I want to say that I am going to showcase some outfits in white. I am going to talk about my accessories, and hopefully afterwards I will be able to let you see me wearing the outfits a little bit. But anyway, I am told that I wear white a lot, and I don't think that I do really. I don't wear it enough. And I am so glad that this person brought it to my attention, because now I want to make a very conscious decision in including it more and more into my outfits. I wear white. Matter of fact, I have a white tee on today, and I also have some white short pants on. But I always figured, I thought that I was a person that wore a lot of color, but someone wanted to focus in on the white. But I think that's a good thing, because it let me know that you're watching me, and keep me on my toes. Please keep me on my toes. But I want to talk about today and showcasing white. Also, there's a big trend that's going on, and it has a lot of Western style. And we beat our heads against the wall and everything, trying to come up with outfits for occasions when they say come Western. But one thing about it, you do not have to wear boots all the time to be Western. You do not have to necessarily wear a cowgirl or hat all the time to be Western. We can dress in attire, all of us, somewhere down the line, especially if you're in your 70s, ladies, especially if you're in your 70s. You know that Western style can be most of the attire that we actually grew up with. It could be part of the boho style. It can be a part of your casual and your leisure wear that you wear with the T-strap, spaghetti strap, sundresses. It could be with long skirts. It could be with skirts that's mini skirts for those that wear the mini skirts. But anyway, I just want to showcase that we can still pull through with the Western style without going all out of our way, breaking the bank, going through a whole lot of changes trying to do it. Okay, in my dressing today, I just used 4 different outfits. I used 4 different outfits in 4 different ways, using pretty much the same accessories, but I switched it up with let me go ahead on and be as I'm talking. I switched it up with this Western style belt. I purchased this from Amazon, I know 3 years ago, this Western style belt. And it has the shiny, I can't even tell you. They probably do. I should have. If I find it, I'll put it in the description box before I actually send it. I think that I check Amazon and see do they still have it. I didn't even think about it at the time. But you do not have to go out and or order the same belt. You can find this belt in some kind of way if you just want to go with the buckle or some kind of rhinestone, so it still give that Western style. So don't make it too difficult when you're trying to come up with Western styles, because really it's not that difficult. And another belt that I used in my attire, I used this chain belt. I have worn it before doing not a short, and I found this particular belt TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx, and if I'm not mistaken, it didn't come by itself. It came with another belt, if not two belts. I can't quite remember. But anyway, I think this is by Steve Madden. This is by Steve Madden. And uh, you know how TJ Maxx go. You may could find it, you may not. But I know that it is pretty good if you find it. So I only use two belts. I use this one and I use this one. Okay? So what I also tried to do so that it would give you some type of simplicity or some type of way to know that you can utilize the things that you have already in your closet without going over, if I'm talking fast because I don't want to go over with this, just pull your accessories together. I am what you call an accessory girl, but I only used two different necklaces. Both of them are chain. With Western style, you would find a lot of hardware like chain necklace, so that it'll help bring in that material. Mainly when you're doing it, make sure that you remember that what you see when it comes to Western style, it always has something to do with metals and buckles and, you know, different things, textures that you will have to pour together. So that's one necklace that I use, and that particular necklace came from TJ Maxx. Like I told you all, I do a lot of shopping for my jewelry at TJ Maxx because it gives you very good quality jewelry, and the prices are definitely not over the budget and everything. This particular necklace is one that I actually thrifted this some time back, and it's by Chico's. It's a Chico brand. I thrifted it, and so this is a turquoise color. A lot of turquoise, it plays in part with the Western as well. So if you can grab yourself some of that, you may even already have some in your wardrobe among your accessories. Grab that. So I wear that necklaces. I wear necklaces instead of scarves, so that I wouldn't have to put a bandana or anything on. Then what I also did, I used these earrings. I've been had this set of earrings probably over 12, 13 years. Pretty much, yeah, about 13 years. And I got this from TJ Maxx. Along with it came, no, it didn't come as a set. I purchased them at the same time. I also, this toggle, what do you call it? Toggle bracelet as well. I purchased this from TJ Maxx at the same time. So these two items got some age on them. You'll find that most of my stuff, when you get someone my age and everything, most of our stuff has got age. We're not no new buyers. We buy some new, but mainly our stuff come from a long time. So use this if you have it. I know that some Western stores like Boot Barn, it's a place that you can go, and if you're around a Boot Barn, you can get your boots, you can get your belts, you can get your earrings, your accessories, your outfit and everything, but it costs you money. Shop your closets, ladies. Shop your closet. And you don't even necessarily have to go with what I just showed you, but that's right. Who doesn't have some type of silver, sterling silver earrings, silver earrings or something like that? Go with silver. Most of the time you're not going to see a whole lot of gold dealing with Western, but you're going to see a whole lot of copper, you're going to see a lot of silver, or you're going to see a lot of stones and everything. So get you some earrings. It can be large, it can be small, or whatever, but this is what I did wear today. Okay, another pair of earrings that I did wear today, these are made out of sort of like a stone. More is heavy. You would think that it was marble or whatever, but it's not, of course. But this pair of earrings somewhat put me in the mind of the teardrop earrings by the Bottega Duke. As a matter of fact, I have some. It's a Bottega Duke. Well, this particular earring is made out of that. type with that type of style, and this comes from TJ Maxx as well. And it has a more like a give you like a feel of that you got some type of stone or whatever on, but it's not heavy, or it's got a little weight but not really heavy. Okay, those are, that is the necklace and the ear, not necklace, earring, belt, and bracelet that I did wear. Another bracelet that I wore, and I don't even know where I even purchased this thing from. It's been so long. Oh Lord, I can't even begin to tell you when I purchased this cuff, where I purchased the cuff from, or anything. But I like the fact it has this brass type, no, this copper, more like a brassy type texture to it. This is tin, like it's a thick tin, and it, so it won't cut or anything. But this is the cuff bracelet that I had on. I can't even begin to tell you where I even purchased this thing from. It's just been that long. And so you can grab onto something like that, or excuse me, another one. This is a bone bracelet. This bone bracelet, whew, how can I say? I've been had this bone bracelet since the end of the 80s. This is sort of like a brass and bone. This is bone. I've been had it that long. I can push it down, but I just want to leave it there. Been had it that long. I use that. That will fit in with the Western style or boho style as well. When you think about Western, think a lot of things about boho. Okay, you're gonna do boho, you can do Western. This is another brass. Oh, I can't call this stone name. It had left me. Well, anyway, this is a stone. Agatha. I think it's agative, I think. And this is bone, painted bone, and it's a cuff. It has a screw. So when you close it in, you put that together, and then you push that nail type screw in, and that's what holds it. These two are very old, very old, very old, very old bone bracelets. Look for something like that, something similar, whatever, that'll give you that vintage look, that will give you that Western look that you're looking for. Okay, I also purchased this hat. It's not necessarily a Western, but it's a San Diego hat. It's a San Diego hat. It's a hat that they would probably use in California. That's what, see, but you can pull it down, but shape it. You can pretty much shape it because this is wire in the edge, and you can shape it the way that you want. And the reason why they have it that way is because they wanted to give the appearance of being worn, weathered, out in the rain, not necessarily just worn, not brand new, but worn. You know, you're a cowgirl, your Western style, your stuff is just, it's going to be worn. That is one hat you're going to see me wear. And another kind of hat is not necessarily a Western, but it gives you the feel of a Western style, where, you know, the women kept their heads covered and everything. You can team this up. This is raffia, and this a bucket hat. I purchased this bucket hat from Banana Republic, and so this is another thing, but you do not have to purchase from Banana Republic. I have been on Temu looking, because I am looking for more bucket hats. Temu has some a lot less expensive than what you would probably find in some locations or whatever, but check Temu out. You can find it. I believe Temu had some that was cheaper than Amazon. The weather is so hot that I'm finding it's good to put something on to help block the sun off your head and in your eyes. And I also use this purse. This purse is called a market bag. It's a Banana Republic market bag, and I purchased them alike, and it also comes in black. I think in a blue and cream color as well, but the black and this particular olive green type color, they call it olive green, is what was something that I really like. Okay, the other purse that took care of the hat and everything. So the only thing I have left is talk to you about this purse. This is a very old purse. It has seen its way around over and over and over again in decades. You probably remember your grandmother, your mom, or whatever had we didn't call it no kiss lock. We just had a purse. We didn't call it no kiss lock or anything. But now in today's society, they call them kiss locks. But this one here, had this bag. It's leather. Had this bag. Let me see, who is it by? Tanganella. Tanganella. I can't have my glasses off. I've been had it for so long. And this kiss lock bag, had it for some years. And so therefore, find something like this, you can probably thrift it or whatever. I think I hear a lot of people talking about kiss lock bags, and I said, oh, I didn't know that's what that was called. They call them kiss locks. And so I think Amazon or someone may sell them. But this right here is more like a vintage style. So hey, you can always carry it with your Western style because of the fact it'll still give you your leather. It'll still give you your metal and all of those things, okay? So moving right along. When it came to my footwear, I said, you know what, Carolyn? Let's start focus on boots, because a lot of time people do not have the money to pay for costly boots. It's hot and everything, so let's try not to deal with the boots, okay? So I have a pair of, I'm about embarrassed to even show them because they have stood the test of time, y'all. The test of time. I know I purchased these shoes around about 2010, 2000, Sanders, in 2011. I wear them every summer. Every summer. It gets its wear out of. The heel is wooden, the sole is wooden, and or is it leather? And this right here, it's leather, but I wore it with the Western style because of the fact it gives you the braiding. You know, just think, there's tied those elements together, and it doesn't necessarily have to be exactly called Western, but you know what puts together a boho or Western style. So these are mostly what you're going to see me wearing on my feet when it comes to the outfits, this right here. And I had to find another color when I stopped playing with the brown or color here, so I wouldn't have to necessarily have. This is by Nine West. I got these a year ago, and so that's something that's not that new, right? So, but I liked it because it had the woven. It gave me that feel of woven and leather and everything. So that gives you that rusted style, you know. So that's what you're gonna see, and I appreciate you all. If you are not subscribing or subscribe to me, my numbers are very low because I've only been doing this a little bit over a month right now, but I am in it for the long haul. And please continue to follow me, subscribe, and give me a like, and even give me a comment so we could talk about fashion, okay? Toodaloo. I always like to say toodaloo, but it's not going to be the end, so take the toodaloo back because of the fact I still got to show you the outfit.